Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Evan, with another anime review. This is going to be on Osama Ranking or Ranking of Kings, which aired in Funimation back in 2021 during the fall season and the 2022, was it spring? The winter season? I believe, yeah, it went from fall to winter, so it just ended a few months ago. Pretty good series, to be honest. It is actually one of the ones that I was highly impressed by the anime itself. Did get my first impressions a long time ago, maybe 2 months ago, or maybe a month ago. And a lot of people, some people, have been asking, "When is the review coming?" Or here's the review. Um, I don't want to say too much about the story itself, but I do want to at least set up the premises so you guys don't have an understanding where it is. So that's what I'm going to do with this video, and then kind of explain what I liked about it and maybe what I didn't like too much. Oh gosh, one of my kids is upset. So, anyways, guys, before anything, if you have not done so by now, make sure you comment, like, and share. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing, like I said, and also subscribe. Subscribe. That helps quite a bit. Um, you can also check out my latest videos, which hopefully I've been posting. I pre-recorded this, so hopefully I've been posting my first impressions of 2022 summer anime. So go check those out. If there is some out already, go give some love to them as well. For a ranking anime of kings, this one actually has a rank of 69 within the anime of my anime list. Now, it seems like a pretty low number, but for a new anime that just aired, 69 is actually quite a good number. Being also that it wasn't a anime that was really hyped up in the US. So personally, this anime has just in numbers shown that has quite a bit of promising to it. It has an 8.62 on my anime list, and about 500,000 people have voted on it. So it's not just a fluke. So we actually start the story of Boji, and Boji is basically deaf mute, and people in his kingdom just kind of mock him and don't care for him. He has a father who he is um, the king within the kingdom himself, but he's a giant and he is well respected, obviously, by everyone. And he has an older brother, sorry, younger brother, Daida, who seems like his older brother, to be honest, and then his stepmother, Hilling. He makes a friend of a race that shouldn't be friends with, to be honest, and that's Kaje. And this is this kind of weird shape that flops around the floor, and very good character within itself. But he himself has a stat story, which we do get in the season. And his race basically was completely wiped out for the most part, and they were seen as thieves and the worst of the worst. And he himself has basically he can't find a job. He can't do anything. He can't have a living of life because of how he's treated. And it really reflects um, just the culture itself that we do sometimes live in, where certain things like when COVID came out, there was so many racism attacks and people not wanting to hire and all that kind of stuff against Asians in general, because people were racist enough to categorize everyone from China. And it was just that reflection within his character is very nice seen in in the way they write him in. Boji, essentially, there is, after his father dies, there's a plot to get rid of Boji because he's next in line. And they basically they give the throne to Daida because he's not deaf mute. And Boji is still okay, but then they do dispose of him. Luckily, Kaje is able to save him, and Boji essentially goes into this path of trying to get stronger before he returns. Daida is later possessed by his own father with the help of a mirror, Miranjo, and Miranjo ends up being this witch, and she herself has a very dark history, and we learn about it in the later episodes of the anime. and she herself becomes a very, very important character. There's other characters that are important, like Despa, who becomes Boji's trainer. Boji does have other people in the kingdom, like Bebin and Hokuro and Dorshi, who are great warriors, and they were part of the plot of getting rid of him. But then at the same time, when he returns, they end up needing his help to get rid of Miranjo and really the mess that she has created. Now she herself brings in quite a bit of villains that all of these people have to essentially go beyond their limits to defeat them, and it is quite a constructive anime to where we started to where we're at. It's just so much has happened. We see the character of Boji grow in humbleness. We see the characters, uh, the soldiers themselves, who were supposed to be loyal to Boji, really become, destroy their dignity, but then also forgiven by Boji in a sense, and then them realizing that Boji is a greater king, not just because he eventually becomes the strong king that he is, but by the strength of forgiving people who plotted to kill him because he just wasn't good enough. We do find out why he's not good enough and why he has those disabilities later explained in the anime. There is quite a bit of family feud within there mixed in, and it's a mess, but it's great. Did have a little bit concerning on the ending, especially how they concluded M- Miranjo's story. I liked it, but also wasn't convinced that that was the best way to end her story. I don't want to say how, but I wasn't very convinced that that was the best way to do it. Other than that, the anime has great elements of action, great elements of comedy, great elements of drama. Gosh, everywhere drama. Just basically everyone's background story is sad. Uh, has great elements of romance here and there sprinkled in, which you'll see by what I mean towards the end. And in itself, it also reflects a lot of it to our community and the lives that we live here. I think whoever created this, let's see who created this. They deserve great, great, great props to this. Producers Aniplex, no. Fuji TV, no. Who is the author of this? Come on, come on. Producer Okada. Good job. Good job on this. A great story. I do agree with my anime list. 8.62 is a really good one. In fact, this one actually, my opinion, deserves a 9. And I don't give 9s very often, but if one deserves it, this one probably does. So I'm going to say 9. 9 out of 10. This is one of those have tos. It is more for intermediate and higher, but if you are a beginner into anime and are wanting to get into more serious anime watching, other than just watching Dragon Ball, Pokemon, uh, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, if you want to get into more broader stuff, this was probably a good one to start with because it's pretty good story, and it's gonna broaden your understanding of anime. So yeah, 9 out of 10 thumbs up. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this series. Thank you so much for your love and support. Let me know in the comment section what you guys liked about it, and let's talk. Thank you for the support. Subscribe, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.